You're probably doing way too much work to keep your home organized, clean, and functional. These 21 hacks are absolutely genius and make life easier. There's no renovating, no DIY, just smart swaps that actually work. So let's get into them. So first, we're gonna start talking about the clutter-free home because this is something that we all struggle with. Hack number one is for those of you with hangers eating up your closet space. Like you look in your closet and it's all hangers and you're like, okay, I only have 5 shirts in here, but there are 50 million hangers. You end up feeling like the hangers are taking up more space than your clothes. You are going to love this gadget. So basically what it does is it hooks onto your hangers and it helps expand that one hanger. So instead of having 50 of them side by side, you have one and then it has different rungs that allow you to expand that one hanger. With this, you're able to actually maximize vertical space because you just hook this onto your hanger and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different holes for you to put additional hangers on. So if you have a bunch of camisoles you want to hang up, maybe you have a lot of plain white tees. Remember the plain white tees? Hey there, Delilah. Maybe you are part of that band and you only have plain white tees and you want to organize them all by color or by outfit or something like this. This is the way to do this. This, in my opinion, is especially good for baby closets. Maybe you have like a whole outfit. You have a hat, you have a bib, you have a shirt, you have shorts, you have socks. You can hang them all like this and you are good to go. This is a great way to save space in your closet and make your closet a lot more functional for you, because a lot of people have organized closets, but they still can't put together an outfit because they haven't organized their closets in a great way. I personally have done color blocking in my closet and this has made it possible, and it's also really helped me cut down on my shopping because I'm a lot more aware of what I actually have. Next up, let's talk laundry. So I know everyone and their mother is sharing like those really cute laundry baskets from Amazon. I know I've done it too, okay? I like a cute one. Fact of the matter is, when it's filled with 5 days worth of clothes, it doesn't look cute anymore, okay? And it just takes up precious space, especially if you're living in a small space. I like collapsible hampers. They just make life easy and they will fit in that little awkward piece of space you have next to your washer dryer where you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? It doesn't really fit anything, but it's wasted space. It can go in there. They're nice and collapsible. Also, my baby loves playing with it, so it really is a twofer. It's a baby toy and it's a great hamper. And even if you don't have space next to your washing machine or your dryer, these also fit really easily under the bed, so you only need to pull them out when necessary. Now, another place I see people get all messed up when it comes to clutter is like your closet, right? We already use those hangers, but what about those things you don't need ready access to? Those things you want to compress. I'm telling you, get these compression cubes. I use these for old baby clothes. They really condense everything. I have probably 6 months worth of baby clothes in this thing. There are parts of like old car seats, things like that. It really compresses them, and these cubes are super stackable, so they're gonna fit on your wire shelves and you're gonna like let you keep it moving. And there's even a little place in the front for like to put like a card if you want to label them. I didn't label mine, I know what's in there. Crap, but you know. The reason why I really like these is that they are just like compression based, so just like sit on it and they'll get really nice and tight. You don't need a vacuum or anything like that. Vacuum sealers are really great, but if you don't have a good vacuum, if you don't get the exact right perfect bags, they're just like absolutely trash. So this is kind of like a really nice middle ground. I'm telling you, there is so much stuff in here, you wouldn't even believe how big this would be if this was like an underbed storage container or something like that. Next has to do with underbed storage. So I know you've all seen like those really nice, beautiful underbed storage containers. Those are great. I want you to start using these for your kids' clothes, for your baby's clothes. Maybe they're getting older, maybe they just have summer clothes and winter clothes, right? And they're gonna keep using them. Use these to organize the clothes in like the little outfits. This is gonna keep them really nice and organized, and you can zip them up and stack them when you're ready to get them back out for the next kid or something like that, or when the seasons change. All of the outfits are really nice and well organized, so you can organize them by size, by season, something like that, instead of like shoving them all in one of the compression cubes I just told you. You know, I probably should have done this. I did this with half of our clothes, okay? And it just makes it easy to see everything that's there. Honestly, you don't even need to do this seasonally. You can just keep their clothes organized like this baseline, especially if you don't have a big dresser. You could just put something like this in the closet and they're really easy to pull out with these handles. And of course, you can put these in closets. You can hang these in closets depending upon how heavy the items are that you put in there. And of course, you can put them underneath the bed. And just remember, even if you don't have space under your bed, there's always space underneath the slats of your mattress for the most part. You can shove those things under there and just put the slats and the mattress on top of it if you're really, really struggling for space. Another great clutter-free hack has to do with your medicine cabinet. I know you're trying to get all like the cute little containers and you're trying to label them this and that, and then in the middle of the night you like need some Tylenol and you realize it's like downstairs in the basement and you're like, you know what, my leg doesn't hurt that badly. Get a nice medicine organizer like this. You can have all your drugs in one place. You can put a lock on it, make sure it's nice and safe for your kids. It's just nice to have everything in the same place so you're not running all over the house, and it's a good size. It will just fit underneath like your cabinet in your bathroom and you're good to go. Fact of the matter is, most of us don't access those drugs regularly enough for them to eat up space in our medicine cabinet. That space is better used for makeup, beauty products, skincare, things like that. And the next hack has to do with the kitchen because I am struggling with this big time. And stay tuned for my Dollar Tree kitchen organization video, which is coming true, but this is a non-Dollar Tree product. This is a mug stacker. So I am not a hot coffee drinker, but I like to have mugs on hand for guests and things like that. And mugs eat up so much space because of those handles. These mug stackers are great because you can stack them on top of the mug and they can stack, right? I mean, it's very, very clear, but it just takes up that vertical space, which I think is often so wasted. It's not one of like those little clip-on things. I don't like those clip-on things. I think the clip-on things take up space and it has to be the exact right dimension. This is always going to work. This also works for like stemless wine glasses as well. I think this is a great addition. It really helps me reclaim space in my kitchen. Next, we're gonna move on to like more clean freakish hacks. So if you're trying to become a clean freak, this is the part of the video for you. So if you've been struggling to get your window screens clean, okay, you know how to clean your windows, you're using like a shaving cream or something like that and a microfiber towel to get those clean. That's how you're gonna do that to the best of your ability, but you can't seem to figure out how to get the screens clean. You need this little gadget here. All you do is get a little bit wet and rub it up and down on your screens and it gets all of that debris out. It's actually disgusting seeing all of the dust and stuff come out of it, but it does a really great job and you can still clean them without moving the screens, which is a lot more convenient for 99% of people. Another hack that is just gonna save you so much time when it comes to doing dishes is getting this nice little utensil cleaner. It's like a nice suction cup utensil cleaner and will get your utensils really nice and clean because you just stick them in there and it gets into all of those nooks and crannies. This is gonna be super useful because it's honestly fun. So your family members, your kids, whatever, when they see this, they're probably gonna wanna do it and therefore they're putting the utensils in the sink clean because they've cleaned them in the process. So you're not stuck with like grimy utensils in your dishwasher that you have to wash over and over and over again, or hand wash, then put in the dishwasher, then hand wash again, then dishwash again. It's gonna save you so much time and it's a fun little gadget under $5. And I am a huge baker in that I bake most of our food just because it's a little bit healthier, but oh my gosh, was I going through so much parchment and was I ruining so many cookie sheets? That's why I love to use like these reusable mats. These are great. Mine are Amazon Basics. You can bake on them, you can bake cookies, you can bake chicken, you can make whatever you want on them and it's not going to ruin your baking sheet, and you can just rinse it off with some Dawn power wash and you're good to go. This has saved me so much time with the cleaning process when it comes to cooking and baking, which I love because honestly, all the cleanup sometimes makes me want to order out, and this makes sure that I cook inside. Now I'm going to share some smart everyday fixes that I think are going to upgrade your life. So something we all struggle with is like oozing tubes of stuff. So whether that's toothpaste, skincare, lotion, I hate stuff like that. It gets so crusty. You don't know if there's anything there. This is also good for like art supplies. If you like to DIY stuff, or maybe your kids like to do little art projects and things just get like all crusty and you're just like, oh, I'm going to throw it away and buy something new. Don't waste money like that. Instead, get these cap closers so they make sure that there's no grime, debris, or anything like that. And when you squeeze them, they actually release just the perfect amount. They're perfect amount of whatever you need, but there's no buildup, there's no grime, and it is self-closing, so you don't have to worry about whatever you're closing going bad. It's gonna keep everything nice and fresh, but it's going to keep things really nice and clean and glob-free. Another great smart everyday fix is for people who are baby-proofing or honestly just want their outlets to look a little bit sleeker. This is a baby-proofing outlet cover, but instead of having those like outlet covers that are really hard to pry off when you actually want to use the outlet or just look plain ugly, these actually slide to the side, so your baby has to like know to slide it to the side, which many of them cannot figure out. And it's really great because it keeps the holes closed, so it really blends in really nicely with your wall when you're not using an outlet, and then you just push it to the side with the plug and it opens up. This is a really great baby proofing option, and honestly it just makes your walls look a lot sleeker, and I love it, and installation just takes a few seconds. Another smart everyday fix I love is the neat socket or the sleek socket. Basically, it will make your outlet nice and smooth and it'll run the cord somewhere else. So maybe you want to use an outlet that's behind a piece of furniture, or maybe you just like don't want to draw attention to that and you want it to look a little bit sleek. You want to hide everything in a basket. The neat socket or the sleek socket is the way to do so. They're really, really great and allow you to get your furniture nice and flush with the wall. Now, say there's an outlet that you want to access and it's in a really pesky place, but it's the only outlet accessible to you. You're like, do I rearrange my furniture? What do I do? Do I make my house look ugly just so I can use this outlet? No. And so you're going to use this device. It's really cool. It extends upwards and it rotates from side to side so that you can get to an outlet that is useful. So it's virtually nice and flat. So it will fit into those really nice and tight spaces, but it will extend the outlet so that you can use it up, you can use it to the side or something like that. So it will basically stretch the outlet so that it is accessible to you without you having to sacrifice having a beautiful home. Another trouble I think we all have is a tangled cord bunch, whether it is on our nightstand or on a console console or something like that. You just want it to look sleek and beautiful, but you need your phone charger, you need your computer charger. What are you gonna do? Well, I found this retractable charger. It has USB-C, it has USB-A, and it has like the normal iPhone charger, and it's retractable. So you can pull the cord, I think 34 inches, and then it goes back in if you don't need that. But it's great. It's a nice block. It's very sleek, and it just does all the fast charging that you need without you having to have 50 million different cords. Of course, you can get like a surge protector or something like that, but they're still so ugly. This is just like a nice condensed unit where everything is taken care of. And you can buy a few of these, scatter them throughout your house, and you're just virtually good to go. Now I want to show like a nice little jewelry hack, which has been a game changer for me. So you know when you're wearing multiple necklaces, but the chain length is relatively the same. You bought cheap necklaces, it is what it is. Well, when they're getting all twisted up, that doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. What are we gonna do? Of course you can buy a new chain, but who has money for that? And so we're gonna get this chain organizer. So basically it helps layer all of your necklaces so that they don't get twisted at all. They're just evenly layered on your chest, and it looks really, really nice and beautiful, and it doesn't irritate your neck at all. Another jewelry issue that I think we can all relate to is not being able to get a bracelet on by yourself. I can't tell you the number of bracelets I've just been like, you know what, I'm gonna return this because I can't get it on myself. This is like a bracelet buddy. So basically you hold the device in one hand, it helps you wrap the bracelet and keep it stabilized on your wrist so that you can clasp it yourself without the need of someone else. This is great if you have arthritis or you just wanna wear jewelry, but your husband can't help you, or maybe your nails are too long and you can't do it very easily. This is such a game changer. And I know this one seems silly, but it has been a game changer for me. This is a waterproof phone holder. So you can use this in the shower. It's peel and stick, and it will just sit there and hold your phone completely waterproof. So if you want to watch TV, if you want to listen to music, maybe you're reading ACOTAR and you just can't be sucked away from Rezand, this is going to make sure that you are able to consume that content and shower at the same time. Next, I want to share some little luxuries that feel absolutely life-changing, at least they do to me. So first up is this waterproof table lamp. I think that this is really great because it will allow you to illuminate the shower if you want like a nice little shower experience, but maybe you don't want to light a candle, you want some illumination, but you want it to be nice and dim and like sexy like a spa, but without having to pay for a spa. This is great. It's also great if you're having an outdoor dinner party, you want it to be a little bit romantic. This is going to be the way to do so. Another little luxury that I am obsessed with as someone who has like really bad cramps and has some back pain, this is a portable heating pad. So you just wrap it around your waist. It gets really, really nice and large, and it can do your back, it can do your front. It has 3 different heat settings and 3 different vibration settings. I'm telling you, this is stronger than like my plug-in heating pad. This is just such a nice little luxury because sometimes you just can't afford to sit and loaf all day when you're not feeling good. You need some relief on the go, and this is gonna help you get that. Now, there are people in every family that some love being warm and some love being cold. Well, for the people who love being cold and who are always complaining when the temperature is like 81 when it's normally 80, you're gonna love this. This is a foldable fan, so it pops up, it oscillates, it gets really nice and tall, but it also pops down. So this is gonna be great for traveling. It's just going to improve my travel experience. I'm one of those people who cannot sleep without sound, and whenever there's not like a fan or good AC in a hotel room, I cannot sleep. So this helps me. This is just like a nice little luxury that elevates my experience. Also, our AC goes out all the time. It's just a great way to get some air circulation when things aren't exactly amazing, and it just fits in your purse and you can take it with you wherever you go. It doesn't have to be a huge inconvenience. And another little luxury that is just going to give you peace of mind, like if you're traveling or something like that, is a portable lockbox. So I went to a hotel recently and they did not have a safe, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do? I was so stressed. This is a portable lockbox. You can basically tie it to something, it locks, and it is a lockbox. You put a code on there, you can put your jewelry in there, things like that. So if you're going somewhere there isn't a safe, you can tie this to a piece of furniture, you can use this at the beach, you can use this in your own home. Maybe you don't need like a huge safe or something like that, and it would keep like your jewels and stuff really nice and safe. This is gonna be a way to do so. You can even like attach it to like a curtain rod or like a rod in like your closet that does not move or something like that. Just like a nice, sleek, little compact safe. This is gonna give you some peace of mind. This is a great hack if you need a safe, but you can't afford a huge one or you don't have space for a huge one. And the final hack I want to share in today's video is for those of you who are maybe on like a health journey. You want to take your measurements and you're just like having such a hard time keeping track of them, doing it by yourself. One, you could use a bracelet buddy to actually help hold the tape measure if you cannot do that by yourself. But this is a smart tape measure, so basically it measures you, it logs everything in an app, and you're able to track your measurements over time. This is super helpful because it will show you the trends and things like that, and you don't need someone to do it. You just wrap it around, it logs, and it tightens, so it gives a really nice, precise measurement so you can see, is my body changing? This is especially helpful for people who maybe aren't trying to lose weight, but are just trying to change their body, maybe lean out, get some muscle, something like that. This is a total game changer. But that's it for today's video. Those are some gadgets that are like just totally life-changing. They make life easier and they just solve all of the like everyday little problems that we all struggle with. Let me know down in the comments which one absolutely blew your mind and which one you are picking up immediately. If you liked today's video, please consider smashing that subscribe button and hitting that like button so that I know you're enjoying this content and I can make more content quite like this. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.